What time it is, y'all, to be a wrestling fan. You know, we've made it out of the Vince era where it's like after every pay-per-view, there's only like one good match, and the rest of it was really just a Raw. But now we've had a few from the Triple H era on some pay-per-views, but 90% of them have been, pretty entertaining. Like this WrestleMania was top tier. This is easily top. It should be in everybody's top five. For me, it's probably the best one, but that's debatable. Which brings us to the topic of why, in our opinion, or at least in my opinion, I'm not positive on his, but why wrestling is currently at the best state it's ever been. I mean, when it comes like it's hard for it not to be the best it's ever been though. When you have people like, you got the legends at this point who have kind of been there for a while, but they're still not youngish, but like people like, Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes and, Seth Rollins. All the ones that still have, a few years ahead of them, but are technically kind of, the legends that are active right now. But, and not only that, you have up and comers like, fucking Braun Breaker. Holy, what a hell of a man that is. We also got people like Chad Gable, Bronson Reed, and then Carmelo Hayes, and then there's NXT that we haven't even got to with people like Trick Williams, Roxanne Perez. The list goes on and on, really. And yeah, I just feel like Triple H really is the whole package. Like once he figures out how to book a fucking Money in the Bank winner, we might just be set. But he struggled at that one badly. He don't know how to do that, y'all. And I'm not the only one who thinks that because I thought it at first, but I was like, wait, someone's probably gonna yell at me for it. But then no, I wasn't the only one. Like, if there's one thing I have to nitpick with this bald fuck, it's the fact that everything is so damn drawn out. Like, not everything has to be year telling story. Like, you can give us something quick, like, holy shit, this Tiffany stuff, it's making me want to shoot myself. It's getting annoying. But yeah, other than that, like, I mean, and don't even get me started on how amazing WWE is going to be in 2025. I mean, it's not what I was going to start with, but okay, sure.
Sorry.
Life with no friends sounds promising. But fuck it. Here we are. But yeah, 2025 is it's. I'll figure out how to speak one of these days, guys, but it ain't gonna be today.
We're going to have
Um,
a Raw on Netflix, right? But first, Raw on Netflix, Raw Day 1, whatever you want to call it, is probably going to end up better than Saturday night's main event somehow.
Even if the whole ads and the 2 hour showing, even if it wasn't like that, it still would have been a B tier pay per view because everybody's calling it a pay per view. But even though it's not, everybody's putting it in like a ranking and shit like that. So I'm calling it a pay per view.
Mm.
I mean, still, like I've seen a decent amount of Raws this year that were better than that, and they were working with the same time frame that Saturday night's main event was. Yeah, that was I wasn't the happiest pal during that time, but yeah. But 2025 for wrestling, let's hope I can get this one out. I think it's easily going to go down as the best year for wrestling in history, easily.
Damn.
Like, I mean, other than Saturday night's main event, I wouldn't doubt it if we get like banger pay per views all throughout the year. Yeah, sure. Um,
So basically, you want to argue why this era, the Renaissance era, the Triple H era, whatever fuck you want to call it,
bald era.
football is better than all the eras that came before. That includes the
Everything.
Golden Era or the Hulkamania era, if you're, a
You,
fucking moron. Is it
you.
better than the New Generation? Is it better than the Attitude Era?
This is why you don't
Is
have a
it be-
girlfriend.
is it better than Ruthless Aggression? Is it better than the PG? And is it better than? Do you, I,
I think
what do
it's
you call
better.
the era?
What?
What do you call the era after PG?
Um,
Do you even count that as an era, or do we just say no? That's kind of still PG, and then we go into Triple H shit.
I mean, well, that mostly was PG, and then some people classify the COVID era as something, but like that's up to everybody. Because it
Yeah,
technically was a certain era in wrestling.
yeah, yeah. Like people call it like the realistic era or some shit.
No, they just call
The
it COVID,
reality,
really.
the reality era.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the COVID. You can, but I mean, it really was just the same as like
PG.
yeah, it was really just the same thing. Um, but yeah, like when it comes down to it, I can speak for ruthless aggression and up. I can't really speak for attitude and all that. But I know
Neither
that
could
there
I.
have been, some rough spots in each era. And there have been in the Triple H era, but like 2024 has been a great year for wrestling. He's gave us a 10 out of 10 WrestleMania, a 10 out of 10 SummerSlam, and a very good Survivor Series. Money in the
Yep.
Bank is usually always enjoyable, but we don't get everything, do we?
And Rumble was
Rumble wasn't I'd classify it as it was slightly better than mid. Because it's
okay.
like the women's Royal Rumble match was fucking fantastic. The men's Royal Rumble match was okay. The Fatal Four Way could have been a lot better, and then the Logan Paul match was kind of just very quick, and it was you know cheated to win. It was whatever.
Hmm.
But I mean, and plus Backlash, man. Let's not even get started on Backlash. They took a B plus, if
Ole,
B plus.
ole, ole,
You fucking stop that.
ole, ole.
Shit's so fucking annoying, dude. It's not even funny. Um, but yeah, the Backlash. Honestly, on a good day, that would be a B plus pay per view. Usually, maybe B or B minus. But they turned that shit into A plus. That was a about an 8 or 9 out of 10 pay per view right there. Then again, we had that classic from AJ and Cody. There was the fun Jay and Damian match. Um, I think there was a tag title match too, but those were just the two main spots in it. So like he's done great on pay per views. Like he did a good job on pay per views, but he's also done well, has he? He's done a pretty decent job at booking champions because when you think about it, that Bailey run was honestly shit. If we're being honest, that was shit. The Cody run deserves more credit than it gets. His run hasn't been bad. He's put on banger promos every time. He's put on banger matches every time. People just are expecting, the damn 4 year title run we had all in 1 year from Roman. That's what everybody's expecting. They're expecting it to be as good as he
And
did all in four
and
years put into one.
and you and you're telling me the Roman run wasn't, a bit stale at times?
Yeah, it was. I feel like there was times in 2020, early 2024. I remember everybody for a while was complaining in 2024, like, let's get rid of Walman. Oh my god, he suck ass. Leukemia. I don't know. I remember there was a certain time where people were just bitching, but
Right.
now
Well,
they're like, oh,
well,
it's not 10 out of 10. Yeah, Okay,
Well,
he sucks.
you know they were going to keep it going as soon as we got on to the road to WrestleMania. It's like, hey, Roman's in a Fatal 4-Way at the Royal Rumble. Oh, he's gonna win
Yeah, it's
because
the
he's.
predictability factor. Like Triple H should have knew that when he, had that little segment with The Rock and Cody. He should have knew. He's like, okay, yep. Everybody now knows that Cody's not losing until he fights The Rock, at least. So it's that unpredictability. It's
If
that
Cody
unpredictability
lost at
factor.
WrestleMania, if Cody lost
Everybody would be mad.
and
Everybody
Roman
would
was
be
still,
pissed.
and then he just loses it to to like not Cody, like the next paper he loses that at fucking Backlash to like Jay or some shit.
Oh boy. Um, but yeah, the Cody run, it's been very solid. Like, I mean, when it comes to now, see, the only thing that
Now,
makes Roman's reign so good is
here's
because of the
hold on.
bloodline
I have a
story.
prediction. I have a prediction.
No,
Yes,
no, no, we
I
don't
have a
get to see
prediction.
butt sex on Raw Netflix. Okay.
No, no. What the fuck?
Some
No.
people were actually thinking that was going to happen. They actually thought they were going to run back an Edge and Lita moment. People actually thought
Oh
that.
my god.
They thought it was going to be Living Dom getting buck naked wild in the damn middle of the ring.
I don't know. Just put
Now, see,
Rhea
I
Ripley in a
prefer not to say
swimsuit and
my
I'll be
wishes
happy.
outside into the real world. I like to keep them stuff down, but I would have been cool with
meanwhile,
it.
I just said. um, but no. Here's my prediction. Because he just got injured, right, with the whole power driver thing. Cody's gonna come back. He gonna be heel. Will come back from
Cody
his
is probably going to come back as heel, but I don't.
injury.
I'm curious if
It's
they're going to
either
keep it going
it's
after the Kevin rivalry.
yeah. Well, yeah. He's like either going be heel or he's going to like start turning as he gets more and more aggressive towards Owens. You know, I guess he. I don't know.
And I like how there's been people bitching like, "Oh, Cody cheated to win." I'm like, do you motherfuckers not remember that this guy just casually hurt Randy, and he literally told him on SmackDown, he's like, "I don't care what I'm doing, I'm beating you." And then he saw the damn the chair. He's like, "Yeah, fuck it, whatever," and did it.
People are actually bitching about that. I thought that was just Ventura being the classic heel commentator. It's like, look at him, he cheated. What the
No,
fuck?
no, people are
I thought that was,
some people have actually been complaining about it. Not everybody, but some people.
wow.
Some couples. Some couples. But Cody's run, like, I mean, we had the AJ story. That was like a servable story. For like his first rivalry, that wasn't a bad starter rivalry. I really don't think it was. There was there was also some just C plus, C minus, rivalries. The Kevin Owens one has been really solid. That's either a A or a B rivalry. So it's just like it's the hate on on the Reign has just been like forced, just because the something year reign that Roman had isn't as good as Cody's not even a full year reign. Like y'all got too much damn expectation, man. And then Gunther, he's had the same as Cody, but nobody really hates on his reign. Some people think it's boring, but he gives you good promos, he gives you good matches every time. But I mean, in terms of rivalries, he's definitely got outshadowed by Cody. Cody has had a lot better rivalries. Gunther really doesn't give you good rivalry. I mean, he can give you good rivalries, but he focuses on just giving you a good promo and then a good match. He's not necessarily generated a outstanding rivalry yet. Not on
Alright.
the main roster, at least. He might have during the IC title run, but I'm talking so far as the world heavyweight, title. He hasn't done anything spectacular yet. Um, champion wise, those are just. I mean, Braun Breakers. IC title run hasn't been terrible. He's mostly just been a Raw performer. He's had like one or two pay-per-view matches, but LA Knight's title run was boring. We're being
Yeah,
honest. It was for one rivalry. That's not
yeah, but the
necessarily
funny,
LA Knight's
it,
fault.
yeah, but even the match where he lost, it was boring.
Well, yeah, there was really no
like,
chemistry between those two.
like the match was happening, and then I look up, it's like, oh, Shinsuke won. Good for him. And I just kept on scrolling through YouTube on my phone.
Um, Liv's reign has actually been very entertaining, somewhat. It's been, it's really just been a one-way street, but like, I haven't hated it. And then the Rhea run, while she had the title, was okay. So, champions isn't something he's necessarily done terrible on, but there's always room for improvement.
Yeah. One thing I will say that is not the greatest, um, with this era, with Triple H's shit,
Hmm.
is that how often and how soon he's running back rivalries that should be done and dusted.
Yeah, the Rhea and Liv
Uh,
rivalry that should have
like,
been done with.
let me put it this way, like, fucking PG era, you had, um, Punk and Cena, right, doing their
Yeah,
thing,
that is one thing I will give Vince.
and
He
and
would have
then,
your rivalry, but he ain't pushing it. Not
yeah,
usually,
yeah,
except for
it's like,
Brock and
okay,
Roman.
right, like, okay, Punk and Cena did their thing, and then, Punk won the championship. Cena was more worried about Rock. They it wasn't until months later, right, that it's like, okay, now let's run it back, right? Here, it's like, okay, Damian beat Finn, awesome, cool. What's next? Finn fucked him over again. We're running back to rivalry after like an hour. We had an hour of wait time. Cool.
Yeah,
What the fuck are we doing?
which I mean,
And
we
the
knew
same
that was gonna happen, but like,
and the same thing. It's like, okay, wow, Liv, beat Rhea, with help. Cool. Okay, and then Liv has a few matches there and here, and Rhea's back. Already, it's been what, two
I mean,
minutes?
it's the fact that he doesn't know how to give us he doesn't know how to run a rivalry back without giving us just a
I
slight bit of, because like the same, like we know, okay,
like,
they're gonna have a match where he's gonna win, okay. He's running it back just so we can get the title off whoever it is. That's really all he's
yeah,
doing, and it's kind of
like
annoying because it's like that's wasting
when
a match, really.
like when Drew came back, I'm sitting there like, we're trying to get the Seth Punk ball rolling. Can you fuck off? Like, I was scared for a second.
No, Drew definitely isn't coming back for fun. I I
Okay.
I hope not. But like, if they're just gonna run this whole Liv and Rhea thing back, y'all should have just had Liv drop the title to Io because we've never had Io versus Rhea before. And you could have just had like Rhea could have run the Rumble or a Chamber match or anything like that to get the title opportunity at Mania or something like that against Io. That would have been so much better because it's like Io Rhea, we've never really seen that before, but Liv and Rhea, we saw that what a month ago or something. And I mean, yeah, they've had a pretty damn good rivalry and all, but like we're tired of it. We want new shit. I mean,
You want to just fantasy book for a second and try to predict who will win the Rumbles?
well, that's not really easy to say because it's like there's, you got to take into fact there's the Elimination Chamber and, the Money in the Bank. Cena's got a very good shot at winning one of those. People like, Punk's got a good chance at winning one of
Um,
those. There's a lot of people who
I'm,
have a good chance at winning
I'm,
one of those. So it's hard to pick
I
which
have,
one.
I'm thinking Punk will win Rumble and Cena, but he doesn't need to win a fucking match to get into WrestleMania. Let's be honest. Like, come on. He'll he'll be like, I
No,
want to
but
fight
I
someone
doubt
for
he's
WrestleMania.
coming. No, because he's not going to just come back and say he wants a match. We know damn well he's not doing that.
It worked for Dwayne.
Yeah, well, Dwayne's bald. Cena's half bald. He's still got some dignity left in him. He's gonna end up probably when the way I see it is um I've got Braun Breaker winning Rumble if I wanted to do it because I want him to drop the title before you know or you know what, no, I'll go with you on this one. Now that I think about it, I'll have Punk win Rumble, Cena win
Hmm.
Elam Chamber, and then have around Elam Chamber or Mania, Braun drops the title and then wins Money in the Bank and then cashes in on someone because it's like it would be weird if Braun Breaker dropped the title before Royal Rumble and then he wins Royal Rumble. That would be weird
Yeah.
because like we're already past Saturday night's main event, so it's like he can't really win the Rumble unless he loses on day one or something, which would be stupid.
Okay. Wait, so you want. Wait, how
I
is he?
want. I
I'm
said
so
I want
confused.
Punk to win the Rumble. Stupid. Stay with me.
Yes. Yes.
Cena to
I
win the
understood
Chamber
that part.
match for
I
like a
understood that
shot at
part.
the World Heavyweight Championship, and then around Elam Chamber or Mania, either one, Braun drops the title and then wins Money in
Hmm.
the Bank.
Money in the Bank. Um.
It's after Mania.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So
What
you
did
just
I
want
say?
him to
Something
become a.
stupid?
Yeah. Okay. So you just want him to win Money in the Bank and then eventually win for
What did I say was
title.
what is it that I said was stupid?
I don't know. Okay. Who do you think is going to win the Women's Rumble?
Blah, 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 blah. I hope fucking since they
And
since they got
Rhea Ripley.
since they're gonna have Rhea run it back with Liv probably at Rumble or some shit like that. They're probably just gonna have Rhea win. Honestly, for Rumble, I'd have Io win.
Okay.
Either Io or someone along those lines.
People are thinking we're going to get like a bunch of returns. Yeah.
It's really possible. Like, I mean, there's the
But
chance we
like,
get Alexa, Charlotte. Like, Asuka's been gone for a while.
yeah,
Becky,
Oscar,
Becky's
Becky.
still
Yeah.
Jade. If they want to push it to Rumble, which they probably will. Like, there's multiple different, people. China.
Oh
I mean,
yeah, Jade
I'm
could
playing.
come
I'm
back.
playing.
Wow, China. Wow.
I'm
What the
sorry.
fuck?
I'm
That
sorry.
is that. Wow. Here, let
She's
me.
coming from China.
No, no, she's. God damn it.
Holy shit.
What? What? Did you just say
China's
she
coming from
shit?
China. No, I did not say she's shit.
Okay.
Um, I'm really trying to think because it's like who's gonna end up like defeating. Hopefully, like Tiffany ends up growing a pair and catches in on Nia. But like, I don't know. I feel like Triple H is gonna waste that shit like he did with Drew because I don't think he really wants Tiffany to win a major title. But then again, if he has her go
Damn.
after a mid card title, I feel like he's just gonna piss off the crowd because he already did that once with Austin Theory, or that might have been Vince. I don't know, but still, it's like so he's kind of screwed there because I really am getting the feeling he's giving her that J treatment where he's like, I really don't trust her yet. So he's just not going to put the title on her. That's just the vibes I'm getting.
Hmm.
I
Alright.
also wouldn't like for Money in the Bank when it comes to it, y'all. Zelina Vega would actually be very good. I'm not going to lie. Because it's like she needs a push at some point. She is very entertaining and very good. She deserves a push at some point.
Oh, there was one other person in that match that also didn't look bad.
In what match?
It was like the triple threat to uh
Mission?
For the qualifying.
Mission?
No,
Lyra? Valkyria?
no, they just had a match. I think it was like on Raw or some shit.
Yeah.
Or
What
it,
was
it
her
was
name?
is
Zoe
it was
Stark,
Vega.
Shayna
No,
Baszler, and what's with the other
uh,
person in that
oh
match?
that oh that's right, Stark and yeah, it was Stark, Baszler, and someone else.
I have no clue who the other person is. I can't think of their name. Dakota Kai, maybe?
No, it wasn't. No,
I'm trying to think because I didn't watch that match. Ivy Nile?
I'm just,
I'm really just
no.
running through the up
I,
and
for, I
coming list.
I forget her name, but
Hayden
like
Carter?
she, I think
The
so.
the black one? Nope, I wasn't trying to say that like an asshole. I'm just being like the black one.
I think yeah.
Just
She
because I
she
say
actually
that doesn't make me racist. I'm just being like, is it, because it's like maybe he's clueless and I'm like, oh, the black one. Oh, yeah, that one.
Jesus Christ. Um,
Because,
yeah,
yeah, she is pretty good. She's
she
not
didn't
bad
look too
enough.
bad in that match.
Mm-mm. No, no, no. That's another thing I will give, props to Triple H, though, is he is screwed a lot when it comes to with how much good talent he has. It's almost like he has too much for him to even process, like, what do I do with them? Like, because there's so
Uh,
many good people, you know?
well, yeah, cool. It's not like you'll ever run into that problem in my GM.
Nope, never. Never.
Uh, Never.
Um, and then
We don't
Elam
have.
Chamber is very iffy, like, because, I mean, it's hard to say who's probably going to win Elam Chamber. It's really hard to figure that out. Because it's like, I don't know, really. I mean, I've got, Io Sky winning Rumble, and then, like, if I was fantasy booking, I'd have Zelina Vega have the Money in the Bank. But that's just me.
Right.
Because it's also like, it's possible Alexa comes back. There's so many people who could come back and, end up winning something like big.
Oh yeah, like just for the women's Rumble match, like holy shit, the number of returns that could happen, right? It's like Alexa and
Now, there's a few people we could
Becky,
want to come back in the men's, but it's like that's not
Charlotte.
really confirmed. But like Alexa Bliss and like Charlotte, we've been waiting it out so long to where we almost are kind of like, okay, they're saving
AJ
them.
Lee,
We're saving them for the
AJ
damn
Lee.
Rumble. We all know that at this point, like Alexa and Charlotte, they're just waiting for the Rumble to let them return. They're just waiting for
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I mean, hell, Jade could just come back, win the whole thing, and be like, yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
but it's like they're probably gonna do a rivalry with her and some like Bianca or Naomi because a lot of people think Naomi did it. Either way, neither one of them have titles, so
Okay, if they say Naomi did, that's some shit storytelling. They should just, you know,
yeah,
just
that
have
is
it be,
pretty shit.
just have it be Bianca, right? Just run back the entire, best friends, bitter enemies storyline. you know,
You're so
um,
funny,
uh, yeah, but I'm right.
so funny though.
Um, but yeah, what returns could happen
For
at
like the
the
men's.
yeah the men's rumble?
Um,
But
I mean this one's very rare, but it is possible we could get a Big E return. Otherwise they were just
ooh,
trying to cut him off from the New Day. So like I want to say he's probably not coming back, but there's always a chance. And then there's always slim hope Brock comes back, but at this point, nobody's relying on that. We already know it's slim to none for a chance for him to come back. But hey, we thought Punk would never come back, and here we are. So,
right.
um,
Um,
who else? AJ could come back at the Rumble. Styles possibly, since he
mhm.
actually did get injured. Um, there's a few people. Triple H. No, I'm kidding.
Nah,
They could,
uh,
depending on like time, like they could bring up a lot of NXT talent up to the roster, but like return wise,
you wanna know what would be the most random and craziest, but also stupidest returns ever?
what's that, buddy?
Okay, I don't know if you've been, you know, keeping up with like YouTube stuff, but have you heard of Maven?
Yes, Maven Hoffman.
Yeah. This dude did a whole video. It's like, will I ever come back to the WWE? Well, I don't know. It's a complicated thing, and he teases the whole thing as he's driving to the fucking, you know, he drives to like some sort of WWE building, right? It's like,
Well, I mean, he's cool and all, but like,
okay,
I really don't give a shit if he does. I'm
no,
being
fair
honest.
enough.
Like, I mean, he's
I
cool and
doubt
all.
it.
I like
I,
the guy, but I don't care.
it's like it's probably like a less than 1% chance, you know.
Randy could
Could
come back
come
at the
back.
Rumble if they want to go that
Randy, yeah,
route, but
yeah,
yeah, the women's, it's more fun to think about that one than that
right, right.
show.
The question is, will they like they got set up something with Cena for Mania? Will they try to? What are they going to try to set up for Dwayne? Because you know Dwayne's probably going to come back.
It's also a possibility that he's not there for Mania because he might just be too damn scheduled up.
Right.
But when it comes to Cena at Mania, I don't think it's going to be Randy because it seems like they're going to try to push this Randy threesome, with Cody and Kevin. Like, I feel like they're going to try to push that to Mania somehow. I don't know how, but however they want to do it, I feel like. Um, like I said, if Rock's available, but if Rock's going to be available, they're going to have him either fight Cody or Roman. Like, there's a lot of people
Or
that's going.
John.
Yeah, but I don't know if John's going to be the one. I really don't. I feel like they're going to choose Roman over John. There's a
Now,
lot of good people though.
if it was Vince booking, it would definitely be John. It's like, yeah,
Thrice
fuck
in
it,
a
let's just run the man.
lifetime. I'd use 3 condoms to each match.
Once in a lifetime.
Twice in a lifetime. What's up, fuckers? I'm back.
Thrice.
Thrice in a lifetime.
Thrice.
But that's the thing. There is a lot of people still active that Cena has had great rivalries with. There's Seth. There's AJ. If he comes back, there's Ray, but I don't know about Ray because we don't know how much
Ray,
he's got left in the tank. There's Rock.
Ray,
There's Roman. There's
Ray just wins another championship. Cena steals it off of him.
hell yeah. Hell, there's Miz. Um, they could run back. There's a
Yeah,
lot of people that
people
are
are
active.
thinking. People are thinking Cena's gonna fight Miz during his comeback run
Well,
or
yeah.
whatever
I mean, I feel like
retirement run.
his goal. I feel like Triple H's goal is to revisit as many rivalries as he can, but also give us as many new rivalries as he can. Like
Right.
up and coming shit. Like
Um.
everybody wants Braun Breaker and Cena. Everybody wants that.
Right. Well, I have
Braun Breaker
heard.
himself wants it.
Well, I have heard, and this probably isn't going to happen. Um. But Kurt Angle has said that if he could have, a proper retirement match, because his
Not
last
Baron
match
Corbin.
apparently, yeah, but he would want, to fight Cena.
Yeah, I
I
know.
think
He
he said that.
requested it against Vince, but Vince was like,
Uh,
"No, fuck off."
yeah, but now he's saying, well, even if it were to happen now, he might not be able to physically do it. So it's like shit.
Then what the fuck was the point of telling me this?
I don't know.
We might get Cena and Kurt. He's not gonna be able to do it. Fuck. Oh, thanks for telling me that, asshole.
Thanks.
Frick. They could also revisit the Cena and Kevin rivalry because I mean they had a little something going on when Kevin, first got to the main roster. Hell, they
Yeah.
put Kevin over Cena, and to all those
Yes, they
motherfuckers that
did.
say he Cena buried, he put that motherfucker in the spotlight on the main roster.
It was actually something that I was pissed off with at the time.
Like KO was standing tall over Cena with both titles. He also
Yeah, I
put
was
Seth
mad.
over. Like they're in 2015. That was his era of showing everybody that he could wrestle and that he doesn't bury people. And he proved all of you fuckers wrong.
He just casually buries Rusev a little bit.
Nah, fuck yourself. You see where he amounted to
Fuckers.
now. It wouldn't have mattered. Nobody talks about Brock, though. Brock grabs a shovel anytime he can. Or I'm sorry, Vince does. Brock just goes along with it because he's an asshole. Not really.
Because he's an asshole. Wait, hold on. It's Vince behind it. Brock just goes along with it.
He
Oh
might encourage it,
my
but
god.
oh fuck.
Oh
Oh fuck.
my
I
god.
just realized.
Took you a second.
Um, but yeah, I'm really trying to think. Like there's gonna be a lot of new rivalries we get. Like, they're probably gonna do some, cool ass shit with Logan versus, John. They're gonna do Braun Breaker and Cena. They're gonna do like Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams and all them that are up and comers.
You think they might run back anything well, Cena's most recent air quotes stuff like
Solo.
Theory and Solo.
I'd hope so. I hope that he starts the year off like, for my first matches, I want to right my wrongs in my last, fights and win. So, Solo! No, 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 no. Have him. Actually, he's probably not going to do
Did you
Imagine
see?
he just comes out
Wait,
of the ring.
hold
Solo!
on. The whole like Raw on Netflix fucking thing that they just did. That what would you call that? It's not like a press conference. I don't know what the fuck it was.
A promotion, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. The whole thing they did, and they had Solo and the New Bloodline walk out and do like a
And then
promo
Paul
basically.
confronts him and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. When Jacob walking out with his hands together, wearing that hoodie, just covering his face,
Those
right?
hands
Just
do
do.
stuff to that circumcised dick, man. I'm telling you. They
it,
they
it looks
stroke it like
so
no tomorrow.
fucking funny. Him just
Jacob
walking
is a
around.
national treasure, dude. People don't appreciate Jacob enough for how funny he actually is, though.
I hope, like, if they ever like tear him away from the bloodline stuff and he goes solo, right? If they
Cena
don't,
versus
just
Jacob would be amazing. Oh my god. Cena would
if
tear him to shreds, but Jacob would kick the shit out of him.
I hope that he's like, while like an unstoppable like
There you go.
beast, that just beats the shit out of everyone. I hope character wise, he's like almost as stupid as R-Truth, and just does some funny ass R-Truth level shit.
No, we're not getting that. No.
No,
He's not
but that
stupid. He's retarded. But I do really want that. Like, I mean, at some point, I wouldn't even be mad if Cena wins a big title and that's who he drops it to. Like, Cena has banger promos and rips Jacob to shreds, but Jacob just practically squashes him. I honestly wouldn't even be mad at that.
a squash. You want Cena to get squashed?
Well, it wouldn't be the first time he gets squashed by a bloodline member. Plus, it would actually, have meaning. Like, it would cement Jacob as, a unstoppable force, which is what they're kind of trying to do. And if, we get an actual meaningful Cena and he's actually doing stuff and then, he just squashes him, yes. Yes, I would want that.
Yeah, because Cena's squash matches are so. That Taker match, man. What the fuck?
That was Vince.
That was Vince.
And Cena's fault. Oh, yeah. When people say Cena's an asshole, why was he willing to take a squash match from The Undertaker? I mean, that's just plain stupidity. I mean, that's the one thing I'm just like seeing you're stupid on. How the hell
Yeah,
are you gonna have a WrestleMania dream match and have it be a 2 minute squash match? You know,
yep.
Cena had to know that's gonna piss everybody off. He had to know that. He had to.
Yeah, Cena's whole argument for it was like, oh, but I destroyed you, in
Yeah,
promos and shit. You can't take that shit. It's like, let the man wrestle for the one night that he always does.
yeah, and like a new rival they could also do is like Cena and Cody. I mean, everybody's wanting that. The new Cena and the original Cena, like everybody probably wants that. The way I hope they do it, and this might actually be how they do it, but I can't really guarantee that. I want I want for like the first, half of his run to be him chasing after gold and like big shit. And then after that, I want him to get the IC title that he's never had before. I want him to do the IC Open Challenge. Like I said before, I want him to lose the World Heavyweight title or
But
whatever
I
he
see,
wins.
but I see open challenge, and Sheamus wins it.
No, I want Bronson to beat him. I think Bronson
Wait,
Reed
no,
should beat him.
am I thinking of it right? Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. I still think Bronson should win. I think Jacob should beat him, and then Bronson should beat him. Or if they want to, I don't know how they're going to fit the Braun Breaker rivalry in there, but
I like how this went from, oh, we're supposed to say how this era is like the best compared to others, and we just went to fantasy
well,
booking.
Cena's going to be a really, really big reason on why it's going to be as good as it is. Because Cena's about to give us multiple and multiple good rivalries, new and old, and promos. Like, I mean, we know whoever he goes with, he's either going to carry it or someone's going to help him, and they're going to have a 10 out of 10 promo. So, I mean, plus we're not going to have to hear Cena say fucking something about mustard no more and how you should eat your fruity pebbles. We're actually going to have someone who can actually not be as limited. Because the only time Cena was ever cut a bad promo is when he was forced to cut a bad promo. Suck
Well,
is what Cena could have became as a heel. Like how amazing that could have been.
yeah,
Because we're at a point where we don't need it no more. But during the PG era, like the
yeah, no, it would
2010s,
be
we
stupid.
needed it.
Inc-
We
it
needed
would
it.
be, in- it would be incredibly stupid
Yeah. But like during the
if
PG
they
era,
tried it now.
they needed to do that for him. Especially when the
Oh
crowd
yeah,
was like fully hating on him. Not just,
yeah,
before that where it was like some people hated him, some people loved him. That was at a point where like they desperately needed to do something with him.
yep.
Like around the time of Cena versus Rock Part One. That's when they should have
They
did
should,
it.
they should have done it like, yeah, when he lost to Rock. There you go. They shouldn't have done the whole thing like, oh damn, I lost, but that's okay. I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm going to keep fighting. It's like, fuck off.
Not every hero can be a hero throughout their whole life. There's a reason why Spider-Man interacts with the symbiote.
Eh, yeah.
What's more annoying that is when they bleep the damn crowd on Raws.
What?
Like when they bleep the crowd because someone's going holy shit or fuck you Solo.
What?
Yeah, that's really how it be. What did he say? I'm sorry, I can't hear anything because we're
What?
pussy whipped.
What?
You still want to watch Invincible, right? I suggest you shut the fuck up then. But what? What?
I didn't say nothing.
That's why you're a bitch. A bitch made bitch.
What? Am I pissing you off, Fafa? Alright, Do we have
Oh no, I'll
anything
stop
left to talk
now,
about?
fucker. You gonna stop now?
Do we have anything left to talk about?
What? Um, nope. That about sums it up for y'all. Uh,
Do you know how long have we been recording?
yeah, 42 minutes.
That's not the worst.
Bah. Fuck. Stop laughing at me in my dying time of need. What's so funny? I'm dying. Okay? I have AIDS. Because that's what causes you to cough. Look it up. Not really. I don't even know what AIDS does. I know it hurts your pee-pee or something. Um, yeah, that's gonna sum it up for the first, official technically podcast. Sometimes we do shit where we just rank and all that. But this is the first time we've actually, talked about stuff. So hope y'all enjoyed. Like, subscribe, uh, comment how much you comment. Did I say comment or comet? Like the fucking shit you put on your toilet.
Comment.
Or the damn
Comment.
or the damn one of Santa's little hose. Not his hose, his reindeer. Either way, whatever I said, do one of those. Tell us if you liked it, you disliked it, or you dislike us. Yeah.
Or just
See
comment
y'all.
down, or just comment what to piss him off.
Your comment will be deleted. Don't do it. Freedom of speech does not exist in my comments. Fuck off.
Jesus.